Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Shemi Oshai, Hashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that tell us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word, the truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Aquath that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. This is a quick little lesson, wake up, exhortation, if you will. 2nd Ezra 16 and 5, plagues, plural, are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? All right. Where are them plagues at? 2nd Ezra 16 and 14, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. We're in that time. They're coming upon the earth. What time? Jacob's trouble. All right. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. We're here. Wake the hell up. Understand things aren't going to get better, they're going to get worse. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? All right. So, yeah, it's not, we're in that thing. We're in the vortex. And it's just going to become worse and worse. Slovakia. 2nd Ezra 16:37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. So I'm going to go to, I subscribe to this channel, Riverside Homestead, because they broke down a little bit about what was going on at the Rainbow Bridge. And this is 15 hours ago. Riverside Homestead Life, warning, things, you could put the word plagues, right? Right there. Plagues are about to get much worse. Okay. Shit is hitting the fan. Take it away, Riverside.
State of emergency in a remote area of eastern Kentucky. Train derailment causing a chemical fire and concerns about toxic fumes.
These are the plagues. Look, in 3 seconds, they're just going down a list. Okay, chemical spill. Whatever's going on in East Palestine, right? Still going on. I should say whatever's still going on in East Palestine. Okay. Oh, you can't clean up a little chemical spill from a train. No, it's just spreading all over the fucking state. Or somebody's spreading it. Okay. Chemical spill, right? Of a train derailment, and chemical spill. These are plagues. Who calls on China to reinstate masks, social distancing, and staying home when ill, and mystery pneumonia? There's your pestilence. These are the plagues. Texas officials warn of rolling blackouts. What does that mean? You're going to freeze to death with a barbecue pit in the living room, right? Or you're going to die of carbon monoxide poisoning. The blackouts. That happened in the plagues of Egypt, did it not? Toxic chemical spill, that's the same one, Kentucky.
We're going to talk about some stuff going on right now, some crazy stuff you guys need to be aware of. You know the demic that we had a couple years ago that started in China? Well, there's another big thing. Big buzz going on right now. It has
big buzz that this is the same exact thing. This is what we're watching. Okay? This is the same thing they're doing, using the same play right up the middle. 35 dive. It's easy.
with pneumonia. Stuff is taking place over there much like it did before. And there's a big buzz about it. I'm going to fill you guys in on that. We got brand new information. When it's so cold out, expected more rolling blackouts. When it caused so many problems last year, over 200 people didn't make it just in Texas. That's big stuff that we need to know about and be
And that wasn't that Arctic blast. That was just, hey, it's cold. Niggas ain't paying attention.
prepared for. Some crazy stuff happening with Walmart, and we might even touch on the latest train derailment, which caused a huge spill, emergency evacuations. Guys, this stuff affects more than we know. The air, the water. Another thing I want to announce in the early part of this video is our biggest giveaway ever. I figure, hey, 'tis the season, right? This monster right here, which could run so much. I mean, look, it's got a 30 amp plug on it. That's how big this thing is. This unit right here, one of my favorites, is going to go to one of you guys out there. Lots of great information today. Let's get going.
Pay attention. Can't afford.
Welcome back. If you guys are brand new here to our awesome community where we do prepping tips, emergency preparedness how-tos, and most importantly, we go over news and awareness, stuff that you probably really want to know about and is going to affect you. If you find value in that, be sure to hit the notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Now, I want to quickly go over some of this stuff. It's getting pretty thick when it comes to winter time. A lot of times winter makes things even more difficult, whether it's a food shortage, inflation, power outage.
What does the scripture say? Pray that your flight be not in the winter.
Are a big one because it's much harder to stay warm in freezing temperatures than the opposite. And when that happens, let's get this thing out of the way. Having an emergency backup power station, a solar power generator, backup power, especially this big. This can run so much stuff. Like I said, even got a 30 amp plug. You can run your entire camper off.
Let's get to it.
Rolling blackouts to ease the strain on the power grid. The same strategy that led 200 people to their you-know-what during the massive winter storm in 2021 to ease the power strain. At the same time, they're trying to get us all over to electric vehicles, right? And I showed you that one video just the other day where just one charging station running at full bore is the equivalent of running 1,000 homes. How does all this make sense? So yes, it's coming back. The date
Okay, I'm
we
skipping.
thought train derailment season was over, right?
I'm skipping forward here. Bear with me.
Not so fast. The Kentucky governor declared an emergency of evacuation encouraged after derailed train spills of molten sulfur near Livingston. So before we get to the new China pneumonia thing, let's give you guys
Molten sulfur? You don't understand that this devil is manufacturing these plagues. Okay? Let no man deceive you. Okay? It's definitely the devil.
quick update that just came out. This is a very recent update today of the situation going on over there.
A state of emergency in a remote area of eastern Kentucky. A train derailment causing a chemical fire and concerns about toxic fumes. Thanksgiving disrupted for hundreds of families.
You got to listen to Dabu 7 to get the skinny on this. He's from somewhere in Kentucky.
Fire has been extinguished and evacuation orders and notices have now been lifted. ABC's Alex Prochet has more.
Tonight, Thanksgiving upended for dozens of Kentucky families after authorities say a fiery train derailment spilled dangerous chemicals, prompting evacuations.
We're having Thanksgiving tomorrow. Guess we're not. It was just really scary because we don't know how long this is.
Governor Andy Beshear Wednesday declaring a state of emergency in Rockcastle County, about 2 hours southeast of Louisville. Crews spending hours extinguishing flames from the spill. Train company CSX says 2 of the 16 derailed cars were carrying molten sulfur. It releases sulfur dioxide when it burns, which can cause respiratory problems.
How do you have to spend hours for a train derailment, putting out fires? Come on, it shouldn't be that extensive. Like a forest fire or whatever.
Chemical hit me and I had a real bad asthma attack.
Cleanup crews bringing in specialized equipment and conducting air monitoring in the area.
In that immediate surrounding area, there has been no detectable readings since 12:30 p.m.
Tonight,
Now here's the question. What are they really doing? Are they clearing out the land for 15-minute cities? What are they doing? All right. Are they building concentration camps? What are they doing? Okay. Who?
Meet your next pillow.
Slovakia. Bear with me on this. And I'm gonna shut this down real quick here.
The WHO
WHO calls on China to reinstate mass social distancing, staying home when ill amid mystery pneumonia. So here we go again. All right, and if you follow what happened during 2019, it was September of 2019 when the first shots out of Wuhan came out. So September, October, right? They said that October, this thing started in China. Okay? This whole thing started in October. Okay? And then in 2020, right, February, that's when it got here. So, a couple of months. Here we're right on track for this to happen again. From the first template, if you understand.
Calls on China to reinstate masks, social distancing, and staying home when ill amid mystery pneumonia outbreak. Folks, now I got whatever this was back in the day. What made it real was when it came with pneumonia. Now, I personally lost friends, and I'm sure some of you guys did too. Do I think that this is normal? Absolutely not. In more ways than one, there's a lot of wrong going on here. But what I can say is when they're talking about pneumonia, that is something not to joke with. Because when I got sick, it was like a normal cold. But when it came with pneumonia, I seriously felt like I was going to die. It was pneumonia. Pneumonia can be a no joke.
Okay, so that's good. You understand where we're at. In order to prepare and be ready for these things, okay, let's get 2 Corinthians 2:11. Okay, well, hey, you got to be watching. If you're not watching, right? 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us. For we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of his devices because we're looking, we're watching, we're learning. And we're going to end it on this one. We probably ended it on this yesterday. Sirach 5:15. Okay? Here, we're in that time. We're in the time of Jacob's trouble. It's only going to get worse. This is Sirach 5:15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. So, hey, it's going down. More, let's see. Whatever yesterday's, what was yesterday's? You ready? We are under attack, part 2. Be ready. So that's what I'm going to call this video. We hope that the elect are edified with that. Shalom.